Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Abby. I'm going to be doing a high school recap. I was a class of 2018. I thought it'd be super cool since it's back to school season to just do a recap of high school, give some advice, just tell how each year was, show some pictures, maybe videos of my high school life. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Let's go. So, I was a freshman at one point in my life. I honestly don't remember that much about my first day as a freshman. I do remember we had a time like where we'd go and see our classrooms, kind of meet our teachers, that kind of thing, get like settled in a little bit. It was different. I think about it now because the teachers I had my freshman year were like so different than my senior year teachers. So my freshman year, I took my normal classes. I had algebra, I think I had algebra 1. I had English 1, I had a Bible, I had, I think I had a computer class, I had a science, I believe it was physical science, I was in band and choir. I just did a lot of classes that year. I believe I was in speech too as an elective. We had to pick an elective too.
When you heard a small sound,
Grinch turned around.
So I was in speech. So yeah, I had a lot of classes my freshman year. I was busy every single, what's it called? Every single minute I was busy. The only time I was not was like lunch because I played volleyball. So after school I would go to practice. So I was just super busy as a freshman, but it was a lot of fun. It was very worth it to take a lot of classes as I could because senior year, that made it a little bit lighter. So I do recommend, they kind of don't let you, like at my school they didn't like, you couldn't not take a class. They kind of just wanted like push you to take it anyway. Until like junior and senior year, you kind of got to like pick around. So I recommend that they let you like take as many classes as you kind of can and handle it because it's a lot really worth it when you're a senior and you're leaving at lunch, you know? Some of my friends did that. They got to leave at lunch. I didn't because sophomore year I took a study hall when I should have taken a class. Learn the hard way. That's why I'm telling you. Take classes. Don't take study halls till you're like a senior and you actually, it's worth it to take a study hall because it's not worth it when you're a sophomore to take a study hall. Sophomore year is like that one grade where you're not a freshman, you're not a junior or senior. So you're not anything really, you're a sophomore. It's kind of a weird grade. I feel like it's kind of a weird year to be at as a sophomore. But I will say this, when you have study halls and you have periods to do your work and a school day, do your work because if you have like extra activities you have to do after school, like volleyball, if it's like a tournament that weekend, if you have a game that night, it's really worth it to do your work whenever you have extra periods to do it, like that study hall. I didn't always do my work when I should have, but those times when you get those extra periods, don't waste them. It's really tempting because you want to have fun and you want to hang out with friends if they're not at study hall, but it's worth it to get your homework done and then have an easier night, especially if you're going to be out late. Like, it's definitely worth it. Around high school is when you kind of figure out like friends and all that kind of stuff. For me, I have the same friends I had since I was in 4th grade because we all were in the same like building, same class. It's a small private school, like you just kind of became best friends. You didn't have choice on your friends. No, I love my best friends in high school. We just like grew up together, so that was super cool, and we're still friends today. So it definitely made lasting friendships. You figure out friends in high school, you figure out all kinds of stuff, figure out more of what you want to do as a career, what you're interested in. It's a very exciting time, and sophomore year is that awkward time though where you're not really anything, you're just kind of a high schooler, and you just have to do your best. And you know, junior year, I will say junior year was not my year for a lot of reasons. This year, like this age, I was like 16 or 17 my junior year. Around this age, you know, you probably start getting into like boys, and boys start getting girls. Like you start getting in that like, oh, like I want to date kind of phase. And when that happens, be careful. And I'm just gonna say this because this I've had experience. Don't let like guys get in your way of your friendships, okay? Find a guy who is good with your friends and can get along, but also don't let your friends control your relationships. It's kind of like hard to balance, especially as like a 16-year-old. It can be kind of hard. So if you don't want to date in high school, it might honestly not be that bad. It worked. Like I did it, and I married. I had friends who dated in high school and stuff like that. Like it's up to you, of course, but you just have to be really smart. Like take advice from your friends. Like they'll see things that you don't see. Listen to them. If you don't agree with it, they gotta understand, like, you might not agree with everything they see. As I'm saying, you can't let a guy get rid of all your friends. You have to make sure you're balancing like guy time, girl time, that kind of thing. You have to make sure like you're not letting that, you know, like I got a guy now so I don't need them. Don't have that mentality at all. Also, like I'm saying, don't let your girls be all, your friends are gonna be supportive of you and be happy for you. Be smart. And if a friend's being like that, like make sure you're communicating like, hey, like what's up? If you can't do that, it really stinks. It really can make high school rough. That was long, wow. But that's how junior year was. Junior year, it was also rough when it came to schoolwork and homework loads, all that good stuff. You also have like more testing that matters. Your grades in your junior year, like all high school grades matter, but junior year, it kind of starts getting down to it. But senior year, hallelujah, you made it. You're a senior and that's how you feel. You're like, I can't wait to get out of here. And you feel that way because you have so many things that happen in high school and you've been working toward this your senior year. Seniors are cool, you know, like that's kind of like what the mentality is. Like everybody looks up to the seniors, and they're jealous because they're graduating. So when you're finally a senior, you're like, yep, I'm a senior. I know, I got senior trip, whoop, graduation, college, you're feeling it. And yeah, then you graduate and it's not everything you think. But it's okay. Enjoy your senior year. Senior year is so fun if you let it be fun. A lot of my friends didn't have a ton of classes because I took them a lot. Like I didn't have very many classes. I only had one class after lunch because I did the study hall. I'm still mad about that if you can't tell. But it's really fun. It's a really fun year. You know, as a senior, if you're on like the sports team, you know, you get honored. Everybody's like missing you. They forget about you the next year, but like it's really cool. It's really fun to have all that done for you. You know, graduation, senior trip. Our senior trip was a mission trip to Mexico, which was fun for some of us. Most of us enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, but I'll insert some pictures and videos from our Mexico trip. It was a lot of fun. We enjoyed it. We bonded a lot more as a class got to see more sides of each other than we wanted to. But you get to have a ton of experiences, and then like graduation comes, and you've done everything. You passed all the testing, you passed all your classes, you have a good GPA. You know, you're ready to graduate. You've done the walk, you've practiced, you turn your tassel, and then you're sad, and you miss high school, and you miss all those friends who you hung out with every single day and bonded with and made memories. You miss it. And you're like, I'm crazy for missing high school. I'm crazy. Like, I wanted to get out. I didn't have the best experiences all the time. Like, I wanted to be an adult. You don't get to play volleyball all the time anymore. And you don't see those people every day. And you do miss it. And it's okay to miss it. I, for sure, enjoyed high school. So I would just say, in recap, freshman year is gonna be very dramatic, probably. My freshman year was very dramatic. We were very dramatic girls. Most of my class was girls, and I felt bad for the guys in my class. There was 2 guys in my class. Felt very bad for them. They had to deal with a lot of stuff. They were always quiet most of the time, and we always had drama. And then sophomore year, you're kind of a nobody. You're just like a sophomore, but you still have fun. You still enjoy it. Junior year, it gets down to the nitty gritty, and you're like, eh. But guys, I am a college, I'm like a college fresh sophomore. I don't really know what I am, but I'm doing college online. So I couldn't really do a back to school video. I thought it'd be cool just to kind of do a high school recap for me and give advice for some of the people who are new. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's fun to be a high schooler for sure. Just do your best, get good grades, have fun, and you'll enjoy your high school years for sure, and you'll miss it.